Hello, you guys. How is everyone doing? I want to make sure blotchy.
There's no need to protect the community any further because of that license.
Let me see if it's blotchy. Because if it is, I know we want to look at it somewhere else. Hold on.
Let the court agrees with that. That sounds good.
Innovation Development Committee. Activates top funder Uber Technologies. Financial disclosures are available at assetmetrics.org.
These were crimes that were committed in our community in the middle of the day, in broad daylight, other people around for greed. Greed, money, and fame.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but maybe I know y'all don't want to hear it consistently stopping because it's blotchy. The feed coming in on you all's end. It's not blotchy on my end.
I'm going to run count 1 and count 3 concurrently. The consent to the license. Lawyer.
We'll do a judgment sheet, Your Honor. You'll see about 4 minutes.
Thank you.
And Mr. Evans has filed the start of motion for trial. I think he has requested some transcripts. And we emailed collectively about the taking the motion for trial. We're satisfied, whichever the other ones.
Have you spoken with the court reporter about how long that's going to take?
Not yet. I was hoping to do that today, and she's not here.
Right.
I have the order prepared to submit to Your Honor. I wasn't sure how long it would take to do it, though. And so my suggestion with Mr. Hagerman was to let us wait and maybe set a status, wait until we get a her and get an idea of.
So let's just say, and on that day, if they're not prepared and they're not ready to go forward, we'll just reset it.
Thank you.
December
State's agreement, Judge.
I didn't get Mr. Johnson, I told you that. Mike plus 35.
He got life plus 35 years.
We set this matter to September 12th.
I don't know why the sound is so bad, y'all. I wish I knew.
Court stands in recess. Mr. Hager.
Okay. Y'all, she gave him life. You know what? Maybe I will do that the next time. Try muting myself and see if that works. She gave him, they've stopped it. She gave him life plus 35 years. Okay. Let's see something. It took him a while to come on. Let's see if I mute myself. Y'all tell me if it's still blotchy. I'm getting ready to mute myself.
The state has noticed two of the consecutive sentencing factors with regard to consecutive sentencing. The first, that he has an extensive criminal history. And the second, that he's a dangerous offender. And of course, the Wilkerson factors apply to that count. With regard to him being an individual with extensive criminal history, the Tennessee courts have ruled that John can consider not just his prior convictions, but the convictions for which he was found guilty that are before the court. So Mr. Johnson, by that count, has 3 aggravated assault convictions, a federal firearms conviction, a murder in the first degree conviction.
It's got to be StreamYard. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'm trying to send them something to let them know. Okay. All right, you guys. So straight drop is cooked. Okay, straight drop is cooked. Basically, she finished them off. And I think they probably told him to make sure, hey, Listen, he's gotten all his crying and all of the other stuff out of his system. Somebody was telling me that somebody just left a comment in my comments saying that Yo Gotti and Boosie and Rick Ross and somebody else, I forget who, just dropped the song. I believe Young Jeezy. And in the song, they say Yo Gotti says that he just dropped $100,000 for an appeal. I don't know what song that was, but that's what someone just left in my comments, right? So it's really crazy. Of course, hey, I do believe that Yo Gotti is definitely involved in what happened. Um, yeah, I believe that he was. I always say we have to go back to the very beginning. And just because you believe somebody was involved in something, because there was a history of his artist trying to assassinate this young man, does not make you a hater. It just makes you a realist, right? I don't get any pleasure or any money or anything out of accusing somebody when the record states, right, that the money that was paid for this hit came out of CMG's account. It's very convenient to blame everything on Big Juke. It's very convenient. We knew that this would happen, that they would try to blame everything on him. But we know that Big Juke did not come up with this by himself, right? His loyalty was to his brother. And so I do believe at some point that Yo Gotti is going to go down one way or the other. The way that they did this was cold and callous. But him and Black Youngster going to pay for their part in what happened to him, right? Anyways, you guys, I want to hear what you all got to say. Straight drop at this, I saw they had Keith and Trey in court that escorted him to court today. I'm dropping the link. You all can come up if you want to. Okay. Okay. People get engaged every day. People get engaged every day. I tell you. Daryl says somebody filled him in. The judge gave him life plus 35 years. She says that what they did was cold and callous. She took into consideration that he could have, that the cashier's life was in danger, as well as Young Dolph's brother, and the mental like the mental capacity, like it has totally had on Young Dolph's brother for them to do this to him, right? To see his brother unalive, his life was in danger. And she says they did it strictly for gain, right? Strictly for gain and a come up. So she gave him life plus 35 years. She feels that he is a danger, and he committed this crime while I believe he was still on probation, right? So, like I said, y'all know, like I said, hey, y'all know since I've been back on here, I've been talking about the roots of a tree. That's just I've always talked about roots of a tree. And as I've said from the very when I came on here almost 3 years ago, I said that straight drop in them are the limbs and the branches. Okay, straight dropping them are the limbs and the branches of a tree, which means that they're definitely not the root. And I even said, Orange Mound Quit may be the trunk, but I think he's just a branch. Juke might be the branch. I mean the trunk. But Yo Gotti is definitely the root. Okay, because this started with him. And even if he did not directly say do it, it's hard for me to believe that he didn't say it. He definitely perpetuated this. He did not try and stop it, and he wanted it. So he has to pay for his time. I don't see how a person could be so involved when it first happened and then all of a sudden just go silent and want to say that I don't have anything to do with it when the folks are on top of your head. So, like I said, hey, I think we've all been on here vlogging, and I don't love to hate anybody. It don't give me any pleasure. That's why yesterday when I started seeing that the rumor about what happened to, and I had said that it was allegedly anyways, Jay Prince could have been, just casualties of war. Supposedly he and Whack were going back and forth. I was like, Lord, hey, if I'm wrong about something, I like to be the first to say, listen, I didn't know that this was going on, regardless of how I felt about some of the things he said as it relates to Takeoff. I don't want to lie on the man, you know. So I definitely don't want to be one to spread rumors because someone he's into it with somebody, right? Not because somebody threatened me. Ain't nobody came into my chat and threatened me, right? But and it's the same way with this young dog situation. Hey, I don't love to hate anyone. I just wanted to see justice for the young man. And justice is imperative as it relates to young Dolph, right? Because and the reason that justice is imperative is is because there has to be a message that is sent, right? That these young men cannot just go out here and take people out and get away with it, right? You can't just go out here and take people out and get away with it. She gave him life plus 35 years. Of course, his attorney did say that he was filing an appeal and all of that good stuff. And hey, it's fairly quick. But according to one of my subs that just commented in a chat, um, Cypress, what's the name of the song? I didn't know that Yo Gotti and Boosie and Rick Ross and all of them just did a song, right? And in the song that was just dropped, I guess it was just dropped. That's what my sub said. Um, Gotti says in the song, "I just dropped $100,000 on an appeal." So, I mean, he's scary, but he consistently want to let people know that he has something to do with it while he running. That's an oxymoron. What's up, type dog?
Not much what going on.
Everything is good. Listen, I take this very personally because what happened to Young Dolph? Young Dolph was a Memphian, and Yo Gotti is a Memphian, and I'm a Memphian. And I think that is tasteless and sad. It's definitely brought a negative connotation to our city. For it was no need to take down a fellow Memphian and slaughter him out like they did. It was heinous in nature. It's evil. It's brought a lot of negativity to our city, and it's just a damn shame before God. Now,
We
what
don't
you
know
got
this.
to say about this, Cypress?
Hey man, shout out to Gotti for looking out for CMG boy, man. But nah, man, that line there, Marge Simpson up on the goddamn Ben time out some the damn cash year fear for her life. She want fear for her goddamn life fast she running.
Let me tell you something. Somebody that was in the courtroom says that they got the opportunity to see from the camera. They didn't show, they showed from the outside when Cornelius walked up to the walked up to the door. Okay. Um, the cashier was engaging with Marcus, like we said. Person told me that when he walked up to that door and he pointed that gun, she took out running. Okay. He started shooting so fast that she took out running. There was no sound, there was nothing.
Oh,
Okay. So, what would you have done? Went and jumped out the window?
what time out? Time out some.
If it had been you, what would you have done? Would you have stood there?
No, I don't think I would have stood there, but I'm used to it, so it's different. But I don't think I would. I probably would have ducked down
I
or
don't
something.
think I don't think nobody would have stood there. Somebody comes and just it was so fast. He walked up, ran up to the door, and just started popping the gun. I mean, anybody would have took out. I'm gonna tell you something. Someone was telling me, I don't know how true it is, that Marcus has affected him definitely mentally, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. That dude is a hero. I hope, with all of the psychological problems they allege that he's having, and I'm sure that would make anybody have psychological problems. See, I'm about to get mad because I be getting mad when I start thinking about some of this stuff. And
Don't get mad. Just pray.
yeah, I get mad. I start going in and cussing and acting up, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay. I'm gonna represent South Memphis well, but they know how we gets down in South Memphis. We act a damn fool when we get mad.
Oh Lord, yeah, we know how South Memphis.
But I'm gonna represent South Memphis well, okay?
Yeah, okay.
But it angers me, the mere fact that this young man is, I think anybody would have issues to see your brother like that. But I'm gonna tell you something. Marcus deserves a street sign. Cause no Negro, anybody that's talking couldn't have reacted as fast as Marcus did. They'd have been running and trying to hide behind the damn counter.
He deserved it. So now we passing out street signs and keys.
That's right. Marcus is the GOAT.
Oh
Because
my God!
Marcus hit Cornelius' ass in his shoulder and knocked his ass back.
Well, he didn't kill him.
Yeah, but that's because he ran out of bullets.
Oh. But yeah, man. We ain't passing out street signs and keys like that, man. No.
Well, he deserved it.
No. City council.
Shout out to Marcus. He did the best that he could to try and protect his brother in anything like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody would have panicked, but I think that brother moved pretty swiftly.
Yeah, I guess. So got it. So in this new song, y'all saying I ain't heard it on none of the band, y'all got it.
I don't know the name of the new song, y'all. Who's heard that new song? Now somebody just put that into my comments. I don't listen to Gotti.
Well, I listen to Gotti, Gotti, what I'm saying? You already know.
Ricky, they said when Cornelius walked up to, he just started spraying. We saw that. The girl, Cornelius was so geeked up when he walked up and saw his shirt, he just started spraying. Hell, she looked up, and when she looked up, he was shooting. Do y'all think that Cornelius walked up and just, we saw how quick it was. Do y'all think he walked up, just stood there peeking with the gun, said, nigga, I'm gonna shoot you? No, he walked up, he immediately started doing it as soon as he saw him standing there.
You know what? No, he didn't. No, he just, no, see, in a situation like that, you can't just think about it. You just gotta go. You can't think about it. You can't second guess it. Once you shoot up and boot up, you got to go. You have to go.
And Cypress, you low down.
No, I'm saying, for real.
And got $800. How you gonna let some Cornelius' ass need to be whooped with an ugly stick? Like my grandma used to say, that nigga ass. My grandma used to say that when my grandma would get mad, my grandma would say that nigga ass need to be whooped with an ugly stick. How you gonna let somebody you gonna take out a millionaire that's feeding a lot of people because you want to buy your damn daughter a birthday cake?
Man, that man knew all year his daughter's birthday was coming, man. He bullshit for this. Oh, yeah,
now,
man.
Cornelius' sentence is in 2 weeks.
See, we just learned a valuable lesson, people. Stop dissing people if you don't want to die for this shit.
Well, no, we just learned a lesson. We did just learn a lesson. Don't let these niggas trick you out of your damn position. Think, work hard. If you want to get something, you work hard. And if a nigga care about you, if you got talent, they ain't gonna tell you and go risk your life. Because suppose Straight Drop had not gone to jail. Young Dolph, Young Dolph made sure his dudes was in good shape. Them dudes, Key Glock and them got plenty of money. So you take your ass over there and you kill Young Dolph and you put your family in danger. That little money they gave them, they couldn't move everybody up out the hood. So you let them trick you out of your position. So suppose you got off. Look at how many people have died behind this. Now, if you want some money, you work for it. And it should be an insult to anybody for somebody to come to you and say, I give you a record deal and I give you a little bit of money and make you a star. If you go take somebody out, no, you don't let nobody do you like that. What you need to do is tell them, bitch, go fuck your mammy hoe. If listen, it's first of all, that's an insult. You think you gonna trick me out of my position? Nigga, you don't care nothing about me. We can't talk about nothing like that. I got kids, I got a family. What you think I am? Look at how they did Cornelius.
Man, you gotta treat a junkie.
They gave Cornelius $800 to take out a multi-millionaire that was feeding his community, that was putting artists on and making them millionaires. Cornelius needs to be hit with an ugly stick too. So this should be a lesson to all these young dudes. These folks don't care nothing about you if they got you out here being a damn hitman. If they care something about you, how come they brags about, yeah, we got lawyers, we got business partners, we doing investments. Tell them to sit you in front. If they love you like that, bro, I love you. Tell them to sit you in front of some of their damn investors. You shouldn't have to be their damn shade tree hitman to make no money.
Yeah, they dropped the ball with it. I hate they did that, but like, yeah, they messed the city up doing that because there's gonna be a lot more people dying behind this shit.
It's already been too many to die. It has been too many people to lose their life. Hey, regardless to how I feel, I don't care what side of Memphis they come from. I don't look at Memphis as being divided, a North Memphis, South Memphis, East Memphis thing. Hell, we all damn Memphians. How in the hell another Memphian gonna use his money, his fame that he came up off of the Memphis people, helped to put his ass on before these rappers start making any money? It's their city that's going to them hole in the wall clubs. Nobody know them. Their city knows them first. They come to them hole in the wall clubs. They put money in their pocket. How they gonna do that to their very own city? Go take out another millionaire that's helping to generate wealth within the Memphis community? They ought to be a damn shame of themselves.
Well, you absolutely right, Mr. Parker. You right. You spot on. Hey man, dude was wrong for that, but hey,
listen, when Young Dolph did Play With Your B, that was what, way back in 2017. Them folks had a history of trying to take that man out, and they didn't succeed. At some point, especially if they call themselves astute businessmen, somebody should have said, no, look, bro, it's going too far. We didn't hit at him. We got Keon in jail. Black Youngsters was going to court. We didn't hit him in LA. He didn't die. It's time to stop. I can't listen. If I'm supposedly the CEO of something, of a record label, I would tell my brother, listen, no, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that with my company. We trying to come up. We making some real money. I can't let you do that. You're gonna have to dead that right now. But he didn't do it because he wanted it.
No, I ain't gonna say he wanted that.
He absolutely wanted it.
You think this man want his business and his name tainted because another grown man made the decision to do something?
Well, then why when Black Youngster? Why? Okay, well, let me ask you this. I know what you get ready to say. Well, then why didn't he drop Black Youngster when they was hitting at him in North Carolina? Because I know if I got a damn artist and they go and start hitting at another artist, then instead of going on what's the name of that show, Charlemagne on The Breakfast Club, smirking and grinning about it, Black Youngster, my little brother, perpetuating that shit. How come he didn't drop Black Youngster? He stepped over the line then if he didn't want it.
No, he would make. I mean, Youngster was hot at the time, so he wasn't gonna get a problem. He getting the bag out of it.
Yeah, but he ain't never really been that hot. But if he didn't want it, And all of his artists, because each and every time Dolph was hit, it was by CMG label. So if Yo Gotti didn't want it, how come he didn't disassociate them folks from his label?
And them folks still got money. They gonna do what they want to do. Yo Gotti ain't stopping nothing.
Well, then that's his damn label. He needs to drop them. I wouldn't want no parts of it. I would say you can't be a part of me. You can't be a part of my label.
Well, here was the thing. The nigga that created all this shit, he did get dropped. But no,
Cypress, you wrong for that. Did that beef start with Juke and Dolph, or did it start with Dolph and Gotti?
Man, listen. Dolph used that shit to blow his music up.
Did the beef start with Juke and Gotti? I mean, Juke and Dolph, or did it start with Dolph and Gotti? Who did the beef start with?
Juke and Dolph.
You lie, because Juke and Dolph, you gonna sit up and tell a lie.
No, come on,
Juke
man.
and Dolph was cool. Juke and Dolph was cool at one point.
I'm saying this. Okay, I get what you're saying. Gotti and Dolph had throwing subliminal to each other in song. Both of them did it. I get you there. I don't really consider that a real beef. They both do subliminal at each other in songs. I get that. But
they was definitely in beefing with each other. Come on now. So if they weren't beefing with each other, so do you believe what everybody say when and they say that Gotti and them was going behind the scenes, which is why Young Dolph was making these songs against him. They was going behind the scenes trying to block him and telling these DJs not to play his music.
Well, that's typical industry shit. Everybody.
Okay, so he wasn't supposed to be mad about that.
I mean, he got money. I mean,
but you blocking this man projects. You blocking this man projects. You going to the industry and telling these folks not to mess with this man. So he wasn't supposed to be mad.
I mean, yeah, he have a right to be mad, but at the same time, I mean, that typical industry shit. Do I like it? No, but that shit happened. 360 did the same thing to got it. So he linked up with Birdman. Let's just keep it 100. But no, I don't feel like that. The beef between Dolph and Juke will push the shit to the point of no return.
Dolph and Juke was cool at one point when he and his brother were not messing with each other like that.
Right, I get it.
And even then, him and his brother was Gotti and Dolph was beefing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they have relationship, but like
okay, so then who did the beef start with? Did it start with Dolph and Gotti or Juke and Dolph?
Yeah, I would say it started with Dolph and Gotti. I would say the reason why I say Dolph and Juke because Dolph and Juke beef actually led to some shit.
It started with Yo Gotti. It led to something when Juke got into the equation, because it's a whole lot of reasons. You hear a whole lot of rumors about why Gotti and Dolph actually started beefing. Now, if I believe what y'all was saying in the very beginning, y'all said, when y'all first started coming on my channel, y'all said the reason Dolph and Juke, stopped being cool was because Juke didn't pay Dolph.
No, I didn't say that because he didn't pay Dolph. I'm saying the reason why I don't know. He might have did run out because he got a history of doing that shit. But like, I'm gonna say this: when Juke got involved, I knew it was gonna be some shit there because wasn't nobody gonna be able to stop. And when he put out "Play with Your Bitch," he figured you knew it was going. After I saw the video, I called straight to the city, like, man, because I thought the shit was funny. Because my niggas and they dolphin, so they played it around. I had just turned down because I was in Bama. I hadn't heard it.
They said stay strong, Cypress.
And when I When I
Y'all
looked at
know
the
Cyphers be trying to Cyphers be lying.
and when I seen the video, I was like, damn. Well, I actually liked the video and I was laughing because my nigga them play. I'm like, damn, how they go out there for this? So I called my nigga them. They were like, I'm like, what yo them gonna say about this? If they gonna clap back, they were like, man, I don't know, it's gonna be kind of hard, but I don't think he really gonna just say nothing. And Jook kind of took it personally and pressed the button where Brad had to go.
Gotti took it personally.
Why you say that?
You don't go and be trying to block folks and consistently letting your artist hit it. A man,
Okay,
that man, you know,
them
I
people are
know what you said
grown.
that Dolph, you feel like Dolph should not have been putting it on record, but we see folks do it every day. We see it on YouTube and shit every day. When somebody do something to somebody, if they got a platform, they get mad. When people get mad, they jump on their platform, they jump on social media and talk about it. They was doing it in the background to the man, trying to stop him from being successful. Dolph was just putting it on wax. What was the difference? They was messing with that man. He had a reason to do what he was doing. He said they was putting the police on him. He says they was putting the police on him. They was doing it. They was being sneaky about it, and then getting Black Youngster to come out and try and go against the man. Young Dolph was just making it public. So I don't see anything wrong with what he did. I mean, because I'm an emotional person. Here, somebody messed with
I see
me.
something wrong.
I'm gonna say something.
I see something wrong with what he did because it led to his death.
Now I don't see anything wrong with what he did
I
because
see exactly what's
if
wrong with
they
what
was
he did.
messing with him, was he supposed to
I get it.
consistently
I
let
get
them mess with him in the background?
I get it. I get it. Y'all feel like
Them
he's
folks didn't have Cypress. Them folks didn't have no right to kill that man. Them folks didn't have no right.
listen. Well, if they didn't have no right to kill him, he should have killed one of them niggas. Point blank, plain and simple.
Well, it goes to show that he's a less emotional man than them because he had the money to pay a professional
Well, he
killer.
should have killed him. He should have
Dog
killed.
had some real money.
He
So
should
if
have killed. He
he
should have
did
killed one of them niggas and stopped playing.
he wasn't as grimy like they was.
Yeah, he should have
Dolph
been.
didn't want to. He could have, but it
He
goes to
should have been.
show that man wasn't on it. You have rappers all the time, even before Yo Gotti and Dolph's beef, that go back and forth all the time, beefing with each other on wax. Who in the hell Yo Gotti and CMG and them think that they coming to the game? That's why the whole damn label ought to be goddamn defunct. Who they think they is to come into the game when rappers have made money by going back and forth with each other all the time and ain't nobody never lost their life? Who he think he is? He's so damn emotional that he get these little dudes from around Memphis and send them out to go take out a man for some words. He ain't worthy of no damn label.
Listen, man. If you go distance, you gotta be ready for what come with this shit. If you gonna go distance some street niggas that don't rap, and you better be ready to kill some cause they gonna kill you. It's that shit that's that simple.
Well, look at where it has got him.
Hey, that's what come with this shit.
Where has it got him? He ain't gonna be able to recuperate from this. Ain't nobody gonna forget it.
I mean, hey, that what come with this shit. You win some, you lose some.
It wasn't supposed to happen.
Well, don't beef with street niggas if you don't want to die. Simple.
It wasn't supposed to happen. It was not supposed to happen.
I'm not saying it was supposed to happen. Do I feel like it was wrong? Yes, because it messed my city up where I'm from. So yeah, I feel some type of way about it because it messed my city up where I'm from. Both sides, it messed
them
it up.
dudes was wrong. All that happened was Cypress. They thought they was gonna be able to kill that boy and get away with it and laugh about it. And God didn't let it happen. God didn't let it happen.
Well, he should have killed one of them. That shit point blank, plain and simple. You cannot go trying to beef with no.
Well, it ain't like he didn't have the money to kill one of them. It goes to show that dude have a different type of heart than them. He went into destruction and destroying. He didn't want to take them away from they kids and stuff. But they
Sometimes
didn't hesitate to take him away from his. But
I don't-
theirs at the root of it, Dolph wasn't jealous of them. Theirs was driven strictly by jealousy. That's the reasons why that they couldn't stop. It was the jealousy. Anybody that's got human feelings that ain't robotic would have stopped. But that jealousy is a demon. It won't let you stop.
who was gonna stop? Who was gonna stop Jug? God, it couldn't stop him.
God, it could have stopped him from paying for that hit out of his account.
And now that you right. I can't dispute that. Now
What's up,
that
Miss Diane? Diane.
I don't know her connection with babe. She probably not back in a minute.
Oh, okay.
But nah, I get what you're saying. I feel you. But my whole get down to this. Don't go dishing street niggas if you ain't gonna kill nothing. Cause they gonna get you. They ain't gonna wait no time killing you.
Okay, well then they can't rewrite they don't write the rules. So what needs to happen is we have to show them. I don't know what happened to that. Let me hold on.
What up, Kenny?
Okay, Diane, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So what you think about this?
I think it's a mess. And I think it should have never happened. And I don't condone anybody killing anybody. I don't care what they've done to you. It's not our place to go around calling hits on people. I don't see how anybody with human feelings would think that's okay. Cypress, I can't believe you think that's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay. What I'm saying is there was like Juke wasn't no rapper, so there was come with it. You gotta if you gonna do that, you gotta accept everything that come with it. You got to. If you ain't gonna accept everything come with it, then rapping might not be for you because that what come with it.
Well, what's supposed to come with rapping besides rapping?
Listen, I
That's right.
get what y'all say. I feel you.
No, I want you to answer the question. What's supposed to come with rapping besides rapping and making your money?
Well, nowadays everybody want to live this out. That's the problem. Everybody wants to live it out. That's the problem with it. Everybody got a point to prove. Everybody want to live it out instead of just keeping it on rap. Everybody got to want to live it out, and this costs not a lot of people their lives, a lot of people their freedom.
But then you got a young man over here, 26 years old, that done gave up his whole life, trying to take care of somebody else's beef. I just don't see no right in it. I know he has a mind of his own and he should have been smarter than that, but he should have never been sent.
And then to actually pull him in that straight drop is young enough to be Juke's son, Quet's son, and Gotti's son.
Yeah.
If Straight Drop was an up and coming rapper, they see that dude hungry. If they really wanted to help him, why didn't they just give him a record deal anyways? They
That's
was in
right.
the business of giving record deals. He didn't have to go do no hit deal. They could have just gave him a deal.
Yeah. Straight Drop is supposed to be able to have been able to get married, have more kids, and live a fruitful life. But now look how he's entangled. He can't do nothing but be around a group of men for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life. And if you look at his eyes, I don't mean no harm. If you look at his eyes, it looks like he is checked out.
Yeah.
He looks a little different. He looked a little different in court today. Looks like the life has been sucked out of him.
That's absolutely. And that's a darn shame before God, a 26-year-old that's got all of that life.
Yes.
They dangle money. Girl, you already know I'm getting ready to get started because y'all know I get mad. They dangle money and success and stuff in his face.
Uh-huh. And even though I know he has not been the best person and he hasn't done the right things by going around killing people, but my heart goes out to that kid because I have a son. And I would want my son's life to be thrown away like that because somebody wanted me to do something for them that they weren't man enough to do for themselves. Yeah, it breaks my heart because the look on his face is sad.
It's absolutely sad. That dude don't even know what he get ready to. I mean, it's just the beginning. He get ready to have a life of straight up hell. And I credit CMG for that
Yeah.
label.
He
I
has.
credit
He
you.
don't know the half.
Yeah.
He
about
should have
run
tried to
this morning.
save himself. If he didn't do nothing else, he should have tried to save himself. But he didn't try to save himself. So what do you do? It's wrong, and I can't pull a little bit of right out of it. I just can't.
Ma'am, you say it's old news, but they just had a court hearing today. Did you go over there to Law and Order saying that was old news, ma'am?
Who said that?
What's supposed to be old news? Some people be trapped in the closet and they don't keep up with nothing.
I know that.
Come out the closet, get involved, see what's going on in the world. Cause this ain't old news.
And they said don't drop the soap. Magname Mace, the link is I dropped the link.
Yeah, it's sad for both sides.
Yeah, that they was wrong. They was wrong for that. First of all, it was pure D jealousy. It was driven by jealousy. They could not stop because every time they looked at Young Dolph, you know, he was I wouldn't say flexing, but he was shining. You know what I mean? He just went and paid cash for a $250,000 car with the drive out tag on it. He was going, you know, on camera. He was going and pulling his cash out of his pocket, dropping 100 G's for his jewelry. He was on stage. What was that when he brought all of his artists on stage? I forget the name of that.
Was it Rolling Loud?
Yeah, Rolling Loud. He on Rolling Loud. Let me tell you something. That dude had figured out the recipe. Okay, they want to try to block him. Okay, they couldn't block him because he figured out the recipe. Young Dolph was already hustling. He understood if I'm gonna be in this thing, I need to go ahead and get my money up. You can't stop nobody. You can't block nobody that's got money. So, like I was saying yesterday, when they was going behind the scene, Mr. N said that Mr. N ain't had no reason to lie. Everybody in Memphis said it. Mr. N ain't the only person that said it. That them folks was blocking that man going to radio stations telling them not to play that man music. And so because he get frustrated and get mad and get on camera and say something about it or say, you know what, they trying to F me over. I'm gonna put it in music and make money still off of it, letting people know what the sucker stuff that they do. And they got mad because he was constantly going up by exposing them. If they didn't want to be exposed, they should have left the boy alone.
But then people had the same energy with 3-6 when they did it.
3-6 Mafia didn't try to kill Yo Gotti.
When they tried to blackball the same thing, man.
I'm not saying that 3-6 them when they did it. I'm not saying that it was right, but it wasn't they weren't trying to take his life.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if they had blackballed him, he wouldn't be in the mess he's in today. Maybe
because God gonna blackball him because he still was throwing out. If he wasn't involved, Cypress, why was that man throwing out subliminals when Young Dolph was first taken out?
What did he say? I don't think I remember him saying that I got a question on Twitter because I follow him on Twitter. hey, in fairness, we never knew what the question was. I don't know.
We know what the question was. He had a question. He wanted to know when they're gonna go hit somebody. He wanted to hear about something on the news.
Did he say that?
No, he didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I'm speculating, but that's what I'm saying.
Cypress, do you have a brother?
No.
You don't?
No, not living at all.
But you had a brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's use you as an example. Could your brother go into your bank account and do what he wants to do with your money without you giving him permission?
No.
There you go. I'm not saying he didn't give him the green light to go get the money, but I'm saying I'm thinking maybe he
He like, man, look.
That would make Cypress. That would make him a part of it.
Listen, man. Everybody know that he knew what for that. Everybody knew. If you from there, you knew what the end result gonna be. But he probably was like, hey man, don't let nothing lead back to me.
And he should have said, hey man, you can't use my money.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would ultimately mean, because that means he paid for it. It came out of his business account. That's his damn business.
Yeah, he gonna have to eat that one. I can't even defend that one. He gonna have to eat that one. But but like, yeah, I think he can get ready for a wrongful death soon because they came out of the business account.
Nah, he could get ready to go to jail.
I don't think they gonna get that far. But who knows? Quit might pull a rabbit out of the hat because these niggas love submission.
Fatty said Juke may have paid out of pocket. I thought this Cornelia said CMG paid for it.
No, they saying when they saying CMG paid for it, or they saying CMG paid for the lawyers out of their bank account.
Either way it go, why would he be paying for lawyers? If he don't want his name in nothing, why would he even be paying for a lawyer?
Well, his name ain't in nothing. It's the fans to put the name in something, but for court.
Well, why would he be paying for a lawyer for something he ain't had nothing to do with?
Well, Cornelius said that, got on the stand and said, Druk said, hey man, I'm gonna pay for y'all lawyers. Come on, because they already knew the gig was up. Somebody was already snitching. They knew.
Well, who paying for straight drops appeals? Juke ain't here no more.
I don't know.
Well, look, from Cypress, from the jump, they already had 3 strikes against them. They ain't started off with 1 strike. They started out with 3 strikes. They went and got a CI. They went and got a broke dude, and they went and got somebody who was on drugs. They should have known that was not gonna work. You already got 3 strikes against you.
Man, this man get on the stand happy, telling everything.
He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing wrong.
And he was happy too. It was almost like they gave him happy gas. He was happy. He was glad. It's like he was glad to get it off his chest.
Yes, he want to start his healing process.
That's what he said. This is it.
Hey,
the attorney was scared to ask him any more questions. He was ready to keep going. The attorney said, "Thank you, Mr. Smith." He said, "No problem. Thank you."
Yeah.
I hollered.
What tickled me when he said, "No, straight job." Said, "Did you get that kite?"
Yeah,
the attorney said, "Thank you, Mr. Smith." Oh, no problem. Thank you. I hollered.
Hey, I'm like, fool, why would you get on the stand and be doing all this shit? You still ain't going home. I ain't going home.
Yeah, but there's a bigger picture, Cypress. He let the family know and the world know what really happened. So that's a plus. That's not a negative. Because I'm sure his family wanted to know just as we did. But it was important that his family knew exactly what happened.
Well, yeah, you got a point. But that man, I'm like, this man getting on the stand, telling everything, and still going.
And would have told, so he had the energy to tell some more. Hell, straight drop attorney was scared to ask him anymore. He had to get him off that damn stand. That boy was energized. He wasn't ashamed of nothing. Wasn't trying to hide nothing. He said, that's the reason why he got quiet and said, "Thank you, Mr. Smith." He asked him nothing else.
I was really proud of Cornelius.
Me too. I was very proud that he did that.
And you can
tell that man ain't told no lies. Hell,
you can tell he wasn't lying because I'm talking about he was just shooting it off so fast he didn't have time to lie.
I was sitting there, I was like, man, I'm sitting there eating my cookies and watching TV. I'm like, man,
Big Yo, you might be right about that, because somebody was telling me that he was in the beginning when he was in jail. He was saying they better remember I was telling y'all I said I think Cornelius ready to talk. They say he keeps saying they better do what they need to do, or else he gonna talk. I ain't know the dude had not gotten his money.
Well, he did, according to he did get paid in his lawyer campaign.
They gave that man $800. They only paid the lawyer because they had to. It wasn't for Cornelius, it was for them.
Do y'all think that they were gonna do something to Cornelius?
Do I think they're gonna do something to Cornelius?
No, I'm talking about before they got caught.
I don't think that they would. I don't think so. Else they would have killed him. They would have killed him.
I asked that question because they say Cornelius said that he and his girlfriend met him and they had on masks.
No, that they had on masks and I didn't want that nigga to tell who they really was. Ain't that dumb?
And Cornelius might be lying about that. He might not want to tell who it was.
He a smart man. They don't want that nigga to tell who they is and drag them into it.
Cornelius didn't want to tell. I think Cornelius know who paid for that lawyer. I just think he didn't want to bring his sister and them into it because it is, in my opinion, that's who, and which they didn't do nothing wrong. I guess they trying to help their brother. I believe that's who they gave the money to.
Yeah, they did, because that's what they said. He said, my sister and them got the money for that. I ain't getting no money from my sister. They took care of it.
Oh, okay, he did say his sister and them got the money.
Yep.
Well, he said he didn't know who it came from.
He might have well said we can't told everything else.
I think he was trying to protect his sister now.
Protect her? What you? Yeah. But they know. Yeah, I'm just ready for the next wave of this. I think the federal wave of this gonna be real nice.
So can Straight Drop also get the Fed charges too?
Yeah, he gonna get
them. He gonna get them. He's looking at two other cases. He's looking at two other deaths.
Bodies. Yeah,
two other bodies. Yeah.
He got two other
at least two. That's why I said it looks like if you look at his eyes, he's checked out.
Yeah, he has. I saw that.
Well,
and that's very disturbing to me. I hate to see young men like that mess their lives over, but it makes me mad that you have older men that helped them to do that. These were men that they claim they were millionaires. That's questionable, but these were men that were in a position to help this young man. They could have said, look, we know you are here crashing out, but hey, we'll sign you, but he could have even said, like he told the other ones, you got to be strictly for CMG. I don't want you fraternizing with no other labels. Hey, that would have been, crazy, but it would have been, I could even see that. Okay. But to sit up and dangle money and fame, look, these dudes came from out of the slums of Memphis. So they already know how hard these young dudes have. Ain't nobody got to tell them that they in need and they won't and they ain't got nothing. These bitches came up from out of North Memphis. I didn't grow up in North Memphis. I grew up in the slums of South Memphis. So ain't nobody got to tell me how folks struggling in South Memphis. Bitch, I lived there. I know. So for them to actually make it out and then turn around and do what they did, that's just disrespectful to the whole city.
Yeah. But if
you ain't gonna give nothing back, but you take out somebody that gives back.
Mm-hmm. But if they were looking at Straight Drop, if they thought he was a good enough rapper, why not just give a man a job? I'm not that type of job, but give him a rapping job. If you looking at him and you think he's good, he's potentially good enough for you to sign him. Don't send him out on a mission. Just give him a job.
Just get him a job.
I don't understand.
Straight Drop was a handsome little young man. Yeah. Okay. So they could have marketed to him. He even if he wasn't that good of a rapper, the girls would have been around him. They could have marketed him to the little young girls his age.
Yeah,
They
that's
would have
right.
came out to the clubs, and wherever the women come or the girls come, the men are gonna come. He could have packed out a small club, but
Yeah,
they didn't mean him no good.
they did.
Now the boys gonna be around. Poor
What's
thing.
up, Miss D?
Poor thing.
Straight Cypress, do you feel bad for Straight Drop?
Not at all.
Lord have mercy.
You cold blooded, Cypress.
Yeah, you cold
Hey,
blooded.
that man grown made a decision. He didn't think about his child. He didn't think about nothing for $100,000.
You won't feel sorry for Straight Drop, but you'll try to uphold what Gotti and Juke them did.
No, I ain't upholding what you did. Hey, he reaped what he sold. You know, I ain't upholding.
Well,
If the fans feel like Gotti did something, they gonna come get it. I don't feel like it.
why Gotti when Gotti put out that album on Young Dolph's birthday last year? Why he say the feds been following him?
He know they been following him.
What they following him for if he didn't do nothing?
Oh, hell if I know. Ain't no telling.
The feds got better things to do than just be following him for nothing.
One thing about it, he know why they following him. That's sure.
For those of you all just coming in, the judge gave Straight Drop life plus 35 years. Life plus 35 years.
Let me ask you this, Tamara. Okay, did he get 2 life sentences or is it just one?
One.
He got 1 life sentence
Plus 35.
Plus 35.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's something, ain't it? That's something.
Yeah.
And then if he even had a little bit more sympathy for him, that's what she said. He could be eligible for parole at 70.
She said at 70.
Yeah.
So she did have some sympathy for him for him to come up for parole at 70 years old. Let's just say he go to court and he's able to, because according to one of my subs, your dude Cypress, they're saying put out a song say he just upped 100 G's for an appeal, right? He didn't say who the appeal was for, those he threw out those subliminals. But shit, even if he's able to get a new trial and get that sentence reduced, I mean, he's still looking at 35 years from, if he's able to get it reduced from life, that one charge from life to 20 years, he's still looking at what, 55 years?
It's still a long time, man. Look, man, just take the life plus 35. Don't waste nobody's time with it, man. You're going to get the time result.
And I'm telling you something. If he lives to be 70 and he goes before a parole board, he'll get paroled. Because they'll say he's done. How old is he? 26.
Mm-hmm.
That's in what, like 50 years? He go before parole 40 some years. He's 26.
Right.
She says he can come up for parole at 70. 44 years. Hell, we probably all be gone on somewhere.
Show will.
Include the judge. Shit, we all been and died and went somewhere. He says, and that's just on that case. He got more coming. Yeah, he got more coming. I mean, Paul Hagerman said that.
Yeah, the Fed got them other 2 bodies, so then what they gonna do? They gonna use them 2 bodies. Look, man, you gonna tell us something, or we gonna give your black ass the needles. What you wanna do? We ain't got number time. What you wanna do? You wanna play the tough guy role, or you want a tough guy
That's
role?
what happens when them other charges come up because he already has a life sentence. That's what they impose. That's what they present. You know, he already has a life sentence. He has 2 more felony cases that we believe are unalivings. We want the death penalty. We want to recommend the death penalty. So normally that's how they do it. That's why I've always said this. I felt like from the very beginning that this case was going to be like a Alpo case.
And that means he gonna have to bring down the whole house to keep getting death. Man, that's a bad spot. That's a bad spot to be in, man.
That's
Do
so
I feel,
sad.
do
You
I
think
feel
about
sorry
in
for him?
70 years, he can come up for parole when he's 70 years old. That means his little daughter would be probably in her 50s.
A great grandmama or something, yeah. And that might have been spent his whole life. And man, once he used to getting out of, I don't think he gonna make it. I don't.
So now that he's been sentenced, does he go to another jail or he stays there?
Nah, he's finna roll. He finna ship him on about this. This is what we gonna find out what he really made of. Is he gonna survive? I don't know.
He ain't get ready to do all them years if he don't have to.
I know it.
Why he already? Why he? Who you think paying for these appeals? Cypress.
I don't know. Could it come from the CMG bank account? I mean, that been throwing up a whole lot. But I think Kanye gonna be probably a dead man walking.
Why you think Kani's gonna be a dead man walking?
Because he got on the stand snitching.
Mm. Mm.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna take him out, but I know they most likely gonna. I know they're gonna probably beat him senseless as soon as he touch down.
I bet you cheese sounds good to him right about now. I bet.
Oh, wait till these fans get to come in and talk about the other two bodies and they standing on it. Ain't gonna be some tough gangster then. And they get talking about the death penalty.
Mm.
His whole tune gonna change.
I believe that, Cypress.
Hmm. They already know it. So Diane, do you think that she gonna? I don't think she gonna really cut corners on Cornelius. I don't.
I believe Cornelius probably gonna get about 50. What
Mm-hmm.
you think? About 30?
Mm-hmm.
No,
36.
he probably yeah, cause he snitched. So yeah, she might go light on him.
That's still a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Isn't
cause
he in his 30s?
yeah,
Yeah, and he got all the same charges as straight drop guys. So they got those different charges that they got to be sentenced for.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I think he's gonna get a stiff penalty. I really do.
he
He
probably
said he
get
already know he going to jail.
yeah.
Yeah, he said he know he going. He just, I guess he know he going. He said they had already been talking. He may as well tell the truth. That's what he said.
He want to
Mm-hmm.
get he got a cuss.
Yeah,
You wait till you get on the stand to have a conscience. You should
yeah.
have conscience at the house.
Well, Cypress, you know he wants to start his healing process.
Oh my god.
They was wrong for how they did that boy. But she gave him life plus 35 years. And she took into consideration the young lady that was at the cash register. She says that they put her life in danger, Marcus's life, and other employees. She said there were a lot of lives that was in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we got to give Marcus his flowers on this channel because Marcus did all he could, but Young Dolph had stepped over by the door He had stepped over by the door, so he was just when he stepped away from the counter, it just when Cornelius, he just started shooting.
That's crazy.
He had his back turned.
Amen. Yeah, it's cold blooded, but
Yeah.
hey, a lot of
Yeah,
this
that's
come
cold
with
blooded.
a lot of this come with it. So like y'all say y'all want to be young rappers and dissing people and people living this stuff out in the streets. It
No,
comes
no,
with
Cypress. If they
everything
decide,
that come with
Cypress, if
it.
they went, and then they wanted to ruin more rappers' lives. They went and they was trying to sign them dudes in Frazier so that they can ruin their life.
Oh yeah,
It's a damn shame before God. And they said them little dudes out of Frazier, and I'm glad they didn't do it because the police was sure watching them.
Oh yeah, they try to sign fan cash out of Raleigh.
Right. They was trying to sign fast cash so that they can get them boys tied up in a beef. I'm glad that they did not do it.
Fast cash was already beefing. I can't go into
Yeah,
details.
but
Yeah.
they try to sign them boys so that they can try to get them to go
Well,
against paper route.
no, it ain't that.
So it was like a consistent pattern of destruction.
No, fast cash got a
I
history
didn't
of.
know anything. Listen, I didn't know anything about them fast cash boys until one of the investigators, one of my friends that's in work for the police department, said something about them. Hell, I didn't know nothing about them boys.
Well, let me ask y'all this question: who do y'all think was it the number 2 guy of CMG, or was it the number 1 guy of CMG who wanted all Pre's artists unalive? Who do y'all?
The number 2 guy.
Number one.
The
Number
number 2
one.
guy.
Number
The
one.
number two guy
I
is
say
gone.
number
Number
1.
1.
Is that you,
You
Miss
gotta
Kitty?
remember,
Hey, Miss Kitty.
That's
I'm a
Miss
little
Kitty.
girl in there.
Look at Miss Kitty. I said Miss Kitty look
God,
totally different, lip
I had
gloss
to
and everything going. I said that look like Miss
Too
Kitty.
pretty, too pretty in the
So
house.
pretty.
don't do that. I get so involved. No, but for one, only why I know Duke ain't had nothing to do with it. It's just like the Dirk and Vaughn situation. Vaughn is a loyal person. He slid on Duck for Dirk. Dirk was scared of Vaughn. I mean of Duck. But Vaughn, he loved Dirk for getting him where he was at. So he's very loyal like me. So Dirk and Muwap slid for Vaughn because he's Vaughn. O Block didn't like him. Anyway, straight short drop. My thing is I feel sorry for him as a mother because he young, he threw his life away. But he won't dumb. He won't stupid. He knew exactly what the hell he came to do. So the godly part of me, I feel sad, but I hope he live a long time to do every day from fucking day. Because what they did to that man was, I'm telling you, in a couple of years, he probably would have transformed the whole Memphis. Gotti don't do shit for Memphis, and you call yourself the king. Dolph is the real motherfucking king. I mean, I'm sorry. Dolph is the real damn king. That man, he didn't only do stuff just in Memphis. He was doing stuff around the world. God is so stingy and nasty and disgusting. He look like he act. I can see a beautiful ass man. As soon as he open his mouth, he become unattractive to me. I don't give a fuck how cute you is. Pretty is what pretty does. I don't judge people because of that. People say I like ugly people. No, I don't. I don't judge people. I'm not the prettiest looking girl in the world. People say they like me. I'm ugly. And I got people that say they ugly. Thank you for not liking me. That's eliminate the process. That's like eliminating. I know not to come over there. I'm going with the people that love me. Gotti, what have Gotti done for Memphis? You from there, Miss T. What have you heard that Gotti have done for Memphians? Anything.
I haven't heard anything he's done.
But we can say a billion things that he did. And only that I never wanted to see him get killed. I just wanted to see him in the store so I can see it and I can put my mind together. Now, even that girl knew some, or sometimes fright do scare you enough that you don't talk, like you just know. But I felt like she should have said something like ah or oh, just to get his attention. Because if you look at Dolph and you look at his brother, they're not paying attention to behind them. Cause he felt comfortable. But the girl, she looks and she just I would have been like, I know they ain't coming for me because I'm a broke big dog. I just would have yelled out his name and kept it moving.
But
But if he see me running, most people when they see one black person run,
And when she
everybody's
looked
running.
up, yeah, when
but
she looked
wasn't
up,
the
he
vid?
had already started shooting.
Yeah, but
But see,
wasn't the
no, they won't shooting when she walked away. They started shooting when she walked. She knew, she seen them coming and she walked away.
but I'm saying
Then the shooting went on.
wasn't the video they showed us? Didn't it? It didn't have sound, right?
It didn't have sound at
So
all.
Yeah, but if you pay attention,
she could have
when she
possibly
looked,
she could have
and then he
possibly.
if you look on the counter, he did get strawberry yellow. I see pink and yellow cookies right there.
Yeah, he did.
I pay attention to pictures. It was a pink, it was two pinks and two yellows. So he did get them cookies. So they couldn't have been for him because what he like, the hot hots, like Raven said, chocolate chip. I seen pink cookies and I seen yellow cookies. So I'm like, that's the strawberry, whatever, whatever. But if you see them, and then they said that Marcus ain't do nothing. Marcus was busting. He was
Yeah,
busting.
Marcus was busting.
I love him. That's some
Mhm.
stuff that's what
And
real
that's true
family
how to get
do.
back. She had, and also the young lady had a mask on, so we don't. There was no sound, and we don't know if she
Exactly.
said
Because
anything or
she
not.
probably did say like, but my thing is if Dolph was paying attention to her, he would have seen her reaction and would have turned around. He
He was
probably
on.
was in his
Yeah,
phone.
he was on the phone.
Exactly. And I think that I think all this did supposed to happen. Cause for real, even though bad things are happening, a lot of good things are coming out this too. People are more aware. People are, they showing their love for him. Cause people don't really show their love. Like I don't really, I used to didn't show my love. Now I show when I say I love you, I mean it. Because
Hmm.
I done lost too many people that I wish I would have told them this.
What's
Now I
up,
tell people,
Martavius? What's up, Martavis? So what you think about straight drop, Miss Kitty getting that uh life plus
he ain't got
35?
nothing to do. I don't know why he even doing this. Cause he gonna get the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is you appealing?
What more
Hold on.
importantly,
If I was
who do you think
Cornelius, one thing I want to get a shout out to Cornelius. I love that nigga. Thank you. Even though he was in the wrong, y'all gonna fuck him over because he get high. That nigga said, no, I'm already gonna do life. He got it off his chest. I know he gonna have a hard life, but at least he got it off his chest. He feel a
right?
little bit better.
Yeah, he did the right thing.
He did the
So,
right
so who do you
thing.
think paying for these attorneys for straight drop these appeals?
Man, come on, Gotti paying for it, but of course it ain't gonna say from Gotti to you. It's gonna be like, for instance, I call my cousin, and she gonna call her cousin to tell her mama, to tell her grandma, send them some money. Send it in slow batches. My thing is, y'all tried to fuck this man over, and he gave up his
Miss
life
Kitty,
to
watch
kill
the
him,
F
and y'all
bomb.
gave me eight
Miss
hundred
Miss
dollars, whatever
Kitty,
the hell he
Miss
got.
Kitty, Miss Kitty, watch the F bomb so they won't strike at the
Oh,
video.
I'm sorry. That man, for real, he the one that hopped out first with straight drop, acting like he was a little bit slow on the mission. And not even
Mm.
only that, you had a pum. That he had a whole pull the trigger one time, 50 bullets come out. It looked like he was a little bit, I don't know. But I think Cornel did it out of like no. Like the mama in me feel sorry for him, but the street person in me, I hope he live a long life.
Ron, they gave him life plus 35 years. He said
I
life
hope
plus
he
50,
live a
life plus
long
30.
life. Exactly. I hope he lived to see
Yeah,
135.
Cornelius knocked him. You're right, Alabama header. Cornelius had already knocked him down and
But
incapacitated.
Govan had already snitched, so it was no reason. Like what Kovac, whatever his name is, Govan had already told. And once he found that out, I would have did the same thing. That if I was in that, I don't look at the situation from one side. I'd be on that side, and I'd see what I would do if I was on that side. I think Cornelius did what exactly what I would
He
have
did the
did at that
Cornelius
time.
did the
He
right thing.
did get
He
paid,
did the
and he
right
about
thing.
to do life.
He did
He
the right
didn't
thing
get
by
paid,
Mm-hmm.
and then he didn't want to talk. And then what he said after he got sentenced, I'm going down as the what? And you want to recharge? You want to retry this? You bragged about you going to jail as the number one. Could you kill Dolph? That's your claim to fame.
Martavis says Drop had other charges in Arkansas, etc. before they did it.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I
Snoozy
don't
Cake
feel
says I
sorry
think that
for him.
extra time was crazy, but they had to make an example. Yeah. So this right here should. I hope this is an example to all these young men.
That's what I
That
wrote under his post. I
they're gonna be
said, now
able
you see what happens?
to all
I'm
these young
glad
men
my son ain't
that
like
they're
that.
going to be able to get a record deal, that you cannot go and destroy somebody else's life and think that you're going to come up. It's just not going to work out like that.
If they would have came to Dolph, I'm telling you, they would have been straight for the. And then only why I know for a fact that Jook ain't ordered the hook. Remember, Dolph used to take care of him when his own damn brother wouldn't. And if you look at the sister when she writing, she praising the hell out of Jook. She don't say nothing about God. What she do say, it insinuates like she blames Gotti for his death.
Ron said, "Put the phones down." What do y'all hear, Miss Kitty? Do you have another phone in your hand? Because you got somewhat of a
Uh-uh.
feedback.
No, I got
Hmm.
ain't nothing on in my house.
Oh, okay. Stan, what's up, Stan G? Diane, your boy in the chat.
What's up, Stan G? The
Diane
gangster.
love,
Hey everybody, I
Diane
missed
loves
all
Stan
y'all.
G.
Stan G, I ain't living in the gangster matrix.
Stan G said it was more to it. Stan G said it was more to it. Stan G said they living in the gangster matrix. Ron says waste of money. Snoozy Cake says Ray, I agree. My conscience would eat me up. Yeah, it should eat him up. They took that man out just for a few dimes. They took a life is irreplaceable. You take that man away from his family, away from his fans, away from his artists. That man was creating generational wealth within the Black community. He was making young Black millionaires and not, making it where they wouldn't be a victim of the industry as far as being taken advantage of. How could they take down somebody like that? They couldn't even pay me to do it. Stan G says record deal money and all. Stan G, you said record deal money and all. Are what he kind of elaborate on that? Beverly says Quick got to come on with it. So what y'all think Quick gonna do?
The way Quick, listen, the way Quick was hurting and going on down there in that jail, I don't think he gonna go for no life sentence. I think he gonna take the deal.
He already did. He already told.
You
It's
think he
just
already
messed
told?
up.
You think so, Miss Kitty?
What?
You think Quick told?
I mean, it depends on what you think telling is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to be in a situation to know what you're going to say. Like, I was in a fair case one time. I went in there acting a fool. They knew not to put me on the stand. Because I went in there acting like a fool. I wasn't a credible witness because they know that I go off emotions. I say what the hell I want to say. I don't care if you're a judge. You're a human being to me. If you get me wrong, I'm going to get you right. So they knew I wasn't a good person to put on the stand. But the people I seen on the stand, I was shocked. I was hanging with you. And I'm wondering why people shooting at me and trying to kill me. And I didn't know nothing about this person was doing this stuff. Like, I just tell people never say never. One thing I can tell you, I will never snitch. I'd rather die. Because either way, even if I don't die physically, I'm going to die mentally. It's all
Stan,
good when the money flowing around, but it's
Stan
when
G
shit
says
get to happen, you go telling.
Stan G said Straight Drop was promised a record deal and more money. after.
My thing is they messed up when they didn't pay Cornelius, and he was mad, and I would have been mad too. I'm going to jail for life, and I ain't getting no money.
Remember, Cornelius
Yeah,
said when they
everybody got
first
to
tried
go
to
there.
solicit him, it wasn't enough money.
But
They
they
was
was
paying.
treating
They
him
was
like a
paying for
junkie, like dropping
Yeah,
him off $200. Like, no,
yeah. They treated
I
him like
just
his
killed dog.
property.
They went and got him to
Yeah,
go to Westwood because when nobody else brave enough. See, they was on their way over there to Westwood with Jay Fizzle and all of them was there. None of the rest of the crew wanted to be in that car. They was like, go get Cornelius, because they knew them boys was gonna bust back at them in Westwood.
and it is mighty funny that they ran into dog.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everything happened for a reason because you see what's going on now. Like after dark, everybody dropping did it with dirt. Like I think it opened people's eyes to a lot of good things, even though it was a tragedy. Like I tried to take something good from it instead of thinking it was all bad. People all woke now. Gotti he don't do nothing for his hood. He don't. I at least do something for my neighbor or the people I grew up with. See, some people when they get money, they like to keep it. My thing is, if I'm not spending it, what I'm getting it for? To sit in the bank?
Stan G says Cornelius was a sinner. Everybody else got more money. Sure did.
Yeah, he's mad, but he put in the most work. He the one that stepped out the car first, busting. And
That's how
y'all
they
not
int- that's how they intended for it to happen.
exact, so they
Like
can
I
blame it
said,
on the
they was
junkie.
looking for him. Who was in the car with straight drop that Monday when they was riding around. I forget where they was giving out turkeys at on that Monday.
And then it ain't like Dolph was hard to find.
He was at
And
the
then
cancer center that
I
Monday.
hate when people say that he's not from Memphis. I was 12 when I moved to Virginia. And when I moved down there, I was wrecking shit and running shit. And people keep saying, but I knew people had that she not from here. How you gonna tell me I'm not from here when the kids love me there? Because I talk to them. They be like, can I have $5 after you show me an A? After
Dolph
you,
is
you know what
Dolph
I'm
is a
saying?
Dolph is a
Dolph is
straight
from
up
Memphis.
Dolph is a straight up hardcore Memphian.
He
Dolph
was
came to
born in
Memphis
Chicago, but he's
when he was
from
2 years
Memphis.
when he was 2 years old. Okay, I got some sisters.
Exactly.
My dad was in the service, was born in Germany, and then my dad
They
came
be
back
trying
to
to
the States.
discredit him
And
like he's not from Memphis
one of my
because
sisters
he
was
wasn't born
1 year
there.
old, and she a Memphian.
I hate when they try to tarnish. And then I'm thinking about Mia and them sitting in court, and they could have left the condom out. I was mad about that because like she going, you don't want to hear, oh, he was cheating. That don't change her feelings, but damn.
He said they was already shooting that paper route before they took out Doll. Oh wow.
But my thing is, Juke didn't have that type of money the way Gotti got it. If he had to go to Gotti enemy for help,
Mm-hmm.
make it
You
make
right.
sense.
That's true, Miss Kitty. You
He
absolutely.
ain't had that money to do that.
That's a
His
good point right there.
brother, his brother had to give him that money. And I don't care if you situate, that's what caused a RICO, whatever part you play. I don't care if it was a teeny part. You was a part of making this happen. I don't care if it was a call, a text, a wave. If it happened and it ended up to his death, you are responsible just as the shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Gotti did this shit. Point everybody. I mean, I'm sorry, because I'm told my grandma, rest in peace. I was gonna work on my cussing. I've been working on a lot of stuff, but cussing is harder. But I don't hardly drink no more. Because when I get passionate, I feel like if I say it nicely, you're not gonna understand what I'm feeling in my heart. So
We
I say it
understand.
how I'm feeling. But it's just I don't like cussing in front of grown people, and I don't know how old people is on this page, but I don't like cussing in front of my elders. I didn't cuss in front of my grandma, and when I did, I play it off, and she be like, "Huh?" And I be like, "I love you." That's what I said. But I don't like disrespecting no elders. I was raised right. Anything I did that was bad, that was me. Don't blame nobody in my family. I did have a hard life. I've been molested and beaten and all that, but don't blame that on that.
Right.
I'm grown. I always had a mind.
He
I
said
just
Juke was an exec. Juke had access to the bank account. Stangy, let me ask you
How he had
something.
access when he was in the other? Remember, he was begging people to send him money so he can get back home. You got it, brother, and you begging people for money because you gambled and lost your money to get you back home.
Stangy, let me ask you something. Who you think paying for straight drops
Got it.
appeals?
Who else? Who got that money?
Ray Brown says Juke can move a few of things in the streets to come up with the money technically, but I think Gotti assisted, especially a cheap dude will know when money comes up missing.
You know
See, they
what? You can
told
make any case
Cornelius,
in the way in the
they
word of me.
told Cornelius that it was 100,000. Them folks got paid way more money. And I don't know, for some reason, I know a lot of people say that they feel like Soldier Boy was a distraction, but I don't know.
No,
It's
this is what
something
they do.
there.
They do those distractions in your face. So you won't pay attention to what's really like 9/11. That wasn't no plane from over there. That was a USA plane. But
He
see
said
why
God is passing it through other people.
9/11
He said God is passing the money for the appeals through other people.
exactly because he's smart. He don't want his name attached to nothing. That's dumb. He with Jay-Z. You know Jay-Z schooling him. And Jay-Z wanted him dead too. He was the
Tamara, I'm gonna step down. I'm gonna get in the chat.
Okay,
which
all
was
right, Dave.
okay. Dolph always wanted a plug for California. When he made that rap cut it, he got the plug. He was excited. It was weed. What Jay-Z do after that? When it did the same damn thing. When he said what he said, Jay-Z is a very jealous guy. And Gotti knew if he can have Jay-Z backing him up, he was gonna be good. He taught him. Nigga, you don't he didn't got people killed. With the girl that got killed, she was messing with him before Beyonce, and she was pregnant. And she was about to tell it all because he started dissing her when he got with Beyonce. And she was like, I didn't just start messing with him. We had a relationship. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pregnant.
So what do
Then
you think?
she's
What do you think
unalive.
the end result? What you think the end result is going to be as it relates to this, Miss Kitty? What you think the end result is going to be?
They going to jail. They going to jail. I mean, it's if you look at the damn camera, and then it ain't no third man. They had a picture of a third man. They took that was the daddy. That they placed that man, and I know how to do that stuff. I paid attention to school just because my head was down. I wasn't asleep. I just didn't. It was boring. I was listening. So every time she called on me trying to be funny, I had the right answer. She just was born. But they going to jail. Wait. What is he wasting more money for?
Mm-hmm.
He's on camera. You can tell his footwork, how he walked, his body built. That's him.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the discussion going to be in this next trial?
Althea says, in my opinion, Black Youngster and definitely Moneybag ain't passed the smell test.
Oh, that,
B
that they
Dog
didn't.
says that
But you know what? Body knew they was clowns.
take care of Hogati and others.
Why Gotti ain't say Black Youngster for real? Stop that. If he wanted to stop Black Youngster, he could have.
He could have stopped him. Absolutely.
He fake like I can't control him. Yes, you can. But he was doing what you want him to do. So you fake like you couldn't control him. But then when behind scenes, you get him, get him. Oh, but don't do it. Stop. I don't want my artists acting like this. Y'all went up and pulled up in Dolph Hood. Y'all knew Dolph won't there.
Stan G says 5 years, just like all the rappers do from Young
They
Thug
must
to
mess
Pretty
around and get some more time. And then you go after you got sentenced, your post was you going down as the famous most killer, whatever he said. But wait till he get in there. The first, like you hype now. I was hype. Then when I got in there day from day, I'm like, it's only 2:00. Only did 13 months for attempted murder, but still, I thought I was cool. But after a couple of months, my stomach started hurting. I wasn't eating the food.
And this
Later
young man
on, that
got
food started
yes,
tasting good.
and this man got he won't will not. They said Soldier Boy got to come on in. Then this man won't will not come up for parole until he is 70 years old. He won't come up for parole until he's 70 years old. That's very heartbreaking to me that this young man would go and mess his life up and mess young Dolph's life up. And in the process, when these folks go out here and do stuff like that, Straight Drop has a daughter, he has a
But
mother,
see, if he
all of
not
that.
worrying about his daughter, why
Family.
the hell should we? You
He
the
said, "Oh,
daddy, and you not worrying about your daughter.
they said he actually did stop Black Youngster. Watch the interview Youngster did when he said Gotti
Man, that's
called
for
him
us. That's
and
for the
then Black
media.
Youngster did.
He could have stopped young. I'ma cancel
Yeah.
your contract.
What
He
that
didn't
was
try to stop him. That was for the show.
that was basically Youngster trying to protect Gotti. That was
Yeah,
his
he
job.
felt
Yeah.
loyalty to
Yeah.
Gotti. Gotti could
Let's
have
see.
stopped him if he wanted to.
Dominique says at Diane Brown, I had some tea to spill. But Miss T skipping over my comments. I don't see you. That's the first comment that I saw, Dominic. These comments are moving fast. B Dog says, Ray Champagne, that was a front facts month. OG Snake Spider. What's up, OG Snake Spider?
And not
And
even
Beverly
only that,
says,
every time they did something
here.
to the Dolph never went to court. He knew who was doing that, but Dolph was smart. Instead of going to court, I'm gonna make money off this. That's why he made 100 shots. He was
Mm.
smart. He didn't go to the police. He knew exactly who did what, but he was like, I ain't gonna go. You know what? This record gonna sell because we want to hear what happened about them 100 shots. He ain't go back and Gotti did this and they did. He ain't do that. He made money off it.
Lorenzo
Smart.
says, after all, I want to see when them people coming in for all the shootings they continue to do to Dolph. Well, I think that's what's called. Yeah, there was a
And every time
continuous
Dolph got shot,
pattern
somebody from
of
GM got locked up. And Dolph even said, I never even met young black youngster, whatever, before. Black youngster, God, he knew what he was doing. When you take a broke nigga out the hood, they feel like, and you're a real broke nigga and you're a real loyal. He felt like I got to do this for Gotti, even though Gotti can't do it. I'ma do it for him. But what he did was stirred up a lot of mess. And then
it
you
says
on camera in his hood with guns. Where you at, Dolph? Where you at, Dolph? Nigga,
right.
he's somewhere chilling.
You all make sure y'all hit the like button. We don't even have 100 likes. I want y'all to. It's 300 people, over 300 people in here. Please
Stop
do
ear
hit the
hustling.
like
Push
button.
that like.
Okay,
It's free.
like, share, and subscribe. Please do hit the like button. We're talking about the judge in Young Dolph's case just finished off straight drop. Justin Johnson is cooked. She gave him life plus a extra 35 years.
And I
And
hope
I
he
know
live a
as much as
long
people
life.
might want to say, everybody is listen, everybody is glad that Young Dolph's family at least gets some type of, I guess, some
Closure.
type
The
of
pain ain't gonna
closure,
never go
but
away.
the
But
pain
the
will never
closure
go
means
away.
a lot.
Yeah, the pain will never go away because they cannot go and
But the
see him.
closure, at least you
Young Dolph was
know
taken out for
that
basically no reason
somebody
at
suffered.
all. And also, Straight Drop is a 26-year-old young man. It does not give me any pleasure to see a
But no,
26-year-old
hold up.
young man with so much life that has
What was
so
he
much
doing
life
before that?
ahead go
He
and
shot
mess
up a
his life
bowling
up.
alley before that. He was already on that demon time before though.
Lorenzo says all three Poppins tied up to part of CMG Associates gonna play out bad for Gotti because he's the root to it
Facts.
all.
Facts.
Um, I tell
Who
you, y'all
had
make sure
money
you hit the
that
like
can
button.
pay them? Juke ain't had that type of money.
Moderators, make sure you all put in the chat and remind the people that is in the live to hit the like button for me.
Only why Dolph make me passionate, because we don't get too many of them. Pac, Dolph, like we don't get too many of them. And then when we do, y'all erase them. No, it's gonna be another dog. It ain't gonna be another dog because it can never be another dog. But it's gonna be another
I really
person.
believe that's what's going on now, OG Snake Spotter, definitely. And then we cannot forget about Paul Hagerman says that there are two more, that Straight Drops attorney asked him not to bring up the two other felonies that he is involved in that will be dealt with at another time. So this young man has
Exactly.
to go back to is more than likely going to go back to trial, or
Only why they paying Straight Drop off is because Straight Drop got some information that if they don't keep paying for his lawyer, he gon' you know what? I'ma tell it. Got it? Yes. He was behind it. Because Juka's dead. Who is paying for his lawyer? His mama not. They ain't got that money. Who is paying for the lawyer?
right. I tell you,
Somebody from
is there
CMG.
any so is there some static in the background? Can you all not hear me? He says it sounds like that there's a lot of there's
There ain't
I'm
nothing on in my house. There ain't nothing on in my
says
house.
that there's some distortion that's going on in the live. Or do you all have a hard time hearing me?
That's just
Dallas
sad.
says, what about the unalive and incumbency? Yeah, that's something that is going to that is something that is definitely going to come up. Now, I was told, and this is what I was told. I was told that that situation in Covington is where Trayon, what's his name, Trayon Ingram. Remember, now they said that the person was on the run. They couldn't, they wouldn't tell who the person was and all of that. But I was told that Straight Drop was, the person. I was told that Straight Drop is the person that was with him. So that's going to be interesting to see if that's so. That's going to be interesting to see if that's so. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't liked, share, and subscribe for me. But we was talking about the judge has actually, it's definitely something going on because Miss Kitty, can y'all hear me? They definitely hacking the live. They hacking the live. Um, let me know if y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, say yes. Okay, Diane says that she can hear me fine. Okay. Okay. So we was talking about, as I was saying before, y'all know how I get, and what the sad part about it was, as I was saying earlier when Cypress was on, and I know that, there had been talk about, they was trying to get like a war going with the Frazier, the Frazier rappers. And the thing about it is you heard a lot of people saying that those guys from out of Frazier were very talented. They had a lot of motion going. And so you have people, from in the streets around Memphis saying that they hope that the guys that was out of Frazier that they was trying to bait in with record deals didn't take that bait because they already had some motion going, right? They may not have been where they wanted to be, but they already had motion going. I don't know if there was any I don't think nothing ever became of that, right? But the word on the street was that they was trying to bait them into a record deal or something like that, or court them, and the goal was to try and get to sign other artists from around Memphis to pit them against Young Dolph's artists. Hey, I'm glad nothing ever came of that, because I'm gonna tell you something. As I was saying before, I'm older, so I don't look at what goes on in Memphis with these rappers as being a North Memphis or a South Memphis thing. I look at us all being Memphians. Hey, I grew up in South Memphis. You don't ever hear me talk about I got beef with nobody in North Memphis. I mean, I just, when they were saying that North Memphis and South Memphis was beefing, remember I was saying that's a lie, because of course, I know I'm not out in the street, but I don't ever remember North Memphis and South Memphis just being divided like that, because people got aunties and uncles and shit like that all over the city, right? So if you lived in South Memphis, you probably had some aunties and uncles and cousins that was in North Memphis. So people just kind of be all over the city. I've never known it to be divided up like that. I think these little cliques just got issues that we see now, just got issues with each other. And it's just kind of like all over the city, regardless to where they are. Because you got people in South Memphis that's beefing with people in South Memphis, right? But hey, I'm kind of glad that Stan G said the streets was like that at the clubs, North Memphis versus South Memphis. Well, see, I ain't never hang out at the clubs. Okay, because I'm gonna tell y'all something, but I mean that's different because I ain't in the street. I told y'all we did a feed the we was feeding the community at a church in North Memphis, and we was walking around Firestone. We was walking around that area passing out flyers, and them dudes was real cool. They was very receptive. Them young dudes hanging on the corner. But of course, I guess I wasn't a threat to them. They was very receptive. They took their kids and went over there to the church and got some food and stuff. And I was talking to them about Miss Cornelia Crenshaw. They was very attentive and all of that. So I mean, they was cool. Dub JJ says always been a dumb beef when the city isn't that big. I don't know. I mean, they saying these are Memphians. These are guys that's in the street. They saying it's been a beef like that. I never knew it to be one, but I ain't never been in the street though. Dub JJ says always been a Dallas says I've been hearing that 4 years about North and South. Cecilia says Gucci Mane says this about big headed Gotti about 2 weeks ago that he is next. Sanji says they like the females everywhere. Susie Cake says I heard that here in the Ville too. I don't know why I ain't heard it. Now there was always a competition. With the North Memphis, but that was like back in the day, talking about Frazier Boy. He was from Frazier, like the North Memphis rappers got in them. It was always kind of like a competition as far as the rap. That's the reason why I say it kind of got out of hand. Because you think about Paul is from the Whitehaven area, DJ Paul, but Juicy and them were from out of North Memphis. Juicy and Pat. And Gangsta Boo was from out of the Whitehaven area. She was from like the South Memphis. Whitehaven is considered like South Memphis. Child, I don't know. I ain't know nothing about it. I never knew that there was a North Memphis, South Memphis war. And I'm telling you, I didn't. Michelle says conquer and divided those guys in Memphis, Tennessee. Absolutely. And like I said, the mere fact that they was trying to I'm glad that that's been deaded, and I hope it stays dead. I hope the feds stay on top of that from now all the way up until Judgment Day. I hope that that is dead where these guys I hope that it's dead where these guys these record labels cannot lure these guys that they already know that's impoverished, that want to come up. They can't be luring them in to going and committing crimes for them and putting hits on people for record deals. I think the day of that is I really believe the day of that is about to be over. These guys gonna know if they take something, they think they're gonna get a record deal for a hit, they already gonna know. I hope that they put that in stone. They already know that they're gonna have to go to jail for life for that. But I really hope that these record labels that perpetuate that they can go ahead and take them on down. Because what they're doing is they're destroying the Black community. We don't want no record label. I don't give a damn what color the person is that's running the label. We don't need no label that's perpetuating genocide in the Black community. Stan G says he wanted the South. Gotti was smart. He signed all his rivals. Oh wow. Oh wow. Shorty Man says we need the drill music to stop ASAP. So are you saying that Yo Gotti wanted the South, Stangy? You said that Yo Gotti wanted all of the South? Rayshawn says, because now the word on the street is that allegedly Black Youngster was only signed because they had an agenda for him, and that agenda was um to Young Dolph, to take out Young Dolph. They tried to take him out too, they just didn't succeed. What's going on, Magname Ace?
What's going on, Miss T? How you doing? How you been?
I'm doing good. It's been a long time since I dropped that link, huh?
It's been a long time coming.
It's been almost a year since I dropped that link.
You doing your thing with the link on there. Yeah, how
So
you
what's up? What you think about Straight Drop? She just gave him 35 more years.
man, they
He said Yo Gotti wanted to sign the whole Memphis. He wanted for the whole Memphis to be up under the CMG label.
yeah, he wanted his hands and everything. I think with straight drop getting all that time, she done knocked his tail off. He ain't gonna have no more tail. But when they done with him,
No, it looked like he done checked out. Did you see his eyes? Looked like he's completely checked out.
yeah, he lost. He lost his bye.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
that time.
told I told y'all he had lost it. But
Yeah,
hey, anybody would lose their mind. You 26 years old, and she's saying you come up for parole at 70 years old. That's a damn shame.
man, you gotta stop playing out here, man. With these folks, ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Thug got he got a little slap on the wrist yesterday, man. I feel like people just need to wake up and well, really these people that got money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Opportunity to money. Don't mess your chances and opportunities up, man. Cause being impatient and that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Can't be impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I just
it's a darn shame though what has happened to the city. But hey, but listen, Paul Hagerman said though in the opening statements that they wanted to sign Dolph, and he said no, I want to do it on my own.
right, right, right. Man, they messed up. I had wanted to get on here early when y'all was on here. Y'all had me rolling it when I was sitting back just chilling. I was rolling off y'all. Y'all had me cracking up.
Mm.
Y'all, hey, what? Hey, you said sight. Y'all said sight cold blooded.
Yes, so cold blooded. I promise. Sight cold blooded.
Miss Diane said, what Miss Diane say? She said, Sight, you feel bad? What happened straight draw? Sight said, nah.
Cypress low down.
Yeah, I'm just glad, Dolph finally got some type of justice, and that's either one of the something happened to either anybody, some they people want to know what went on, people want to know what happened. Just knowing what happened can see some type of closure, you know what I'm saying, and relief.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
So
but yeah.
do you think that it's going to make these little dudes think about when they think they get ready to get some money for doing a hit or get a deal for doing some hits?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be play. I think that's played out. I think it's gonna always go on. It's always gonna be a crash dummy. But far as like, just people trying to, get some money with these big top dog people that got money, I don't think it's gonna be like that no more. Just because this situation and Lil Durk situation, I think people, you got to come with it. You got to, money will still make somebody crash out, but I feel like I don't know. I just feel like people need to just. I think the whole rap game they cleaned it up to the point they showing these rappers, look, man, just because y'all got money, y'all still have to abide by the law. So I think it's cooling down. I think it's cooling down, but it's always gonna go on. But far as the way they was doing it, I think it's gonna cool. I think it's cooling down.
Edward says, why nobody ain't talking about Dolph signing Big Unc that smoked J Money and D Money, which is Big Juke Step Boys. J Money and D Money wasn't Big Juke Step Boys. That's that lady sons, that Kamisha lady.
Yeah, I don't too much know. I done heard that before, but I don't know if that was true or not.
Big Unc then they said Big Unc then he definitely didn't do that to the first young man that lost his life. I think the shorter, darker skinned one was the one that was closer to Dolph. I don't know if his brother, see, they don't talk about that. I don't think Dolph and that the tall one was close at all. Not that close, but I do know that the short, dark skin one, that's the one that Key Glock and all of them was crazy about him because they still be, saying RIP to him.
Great Face said, "What's the significance of straight dropping the colored jumpsuit he had on?" I mean 201, if they got that red jumpsuit on, that mean they in a hole or they in segregation or something like that. When they got red on, that mean they danger. It's like he in a hole. They got him segged off from everybody.
Yeah, he's a high profile.
Yeah, high profile. Yep.
They
I
said
think
drop would tell the entire story now. But listen, I don't Big Unc didn't kill D Money, and I think now D Money was the dark skin one, right? And then J Money was the tall one.
uh J Money. I knew more of J
Okay,
Money, who
J
J
Money
Money
was
was.
the dark skin one, and D
Yeah, he was
Money
the
was the
brown
tall
skin
one.
one. Yeah, he was the
Okay,
brown
so
skin.
that's the one that was on tour with Dolph, and then he went home for something, and then something
Yeah,
happened to him at a club,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't think Big Unc did it, but he was just they always say he was just out in the presence of when everything went down.
Yeah, they
You know.
said he was around because he went to trial and he was found not guilty.
Yeah, yeah. But that ain't nah, that ain't nah. Dolph, like I always said in the beginning, Dolph had a lot of fingers pointed at him, but that ain't the what was the cause of it. Just like y'all said earlier, Cornelius told everything. They been trying to get Dolph, but it was just it took the right crash dummies to do the job, and I don't really just think that was just the only cause of it. It was just I feel like it was affiliates on both sides, and people were gassing everybody up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting gassed up. That's how I look at it. Like, cause it ain't never just was a situation like Dolph felt like damn everything was cool after so many years died down, but I just feel like it was always tension on both sides. It was always tension.
Mhm. Great Face says, how could Big Unc have taken out D Money and still been cool with Brett Gang? D Money was an affiliate of Brett Gang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Edward
That,
says Big Juke was cool with the whole Geno gang. He might have been cool with the whole Geno gang, but D Money and J Money was not Big Juke's stepsons.
yeah, I ain't never had that
I ain't never
confirmed.
heard that.
I mean, he probably was. Juke probably was messed around with the mama one time or something, but I don't know. I ain't never heard, never confirmed. I heard that before, but it never was confirmed to me, to my knowledge, that that was true. I just always knew, Big Unc, was like around when certain things went down, and they always blame him. You know what I'm saying? Put the finger at him. Like, dang, you was around when it went down, so you know how that go. You guilty too. So that's how people looked at him. Yeah.
They says that Stanley says, I'm glad Young Dog's family finally received justice, but I would say Justin and Cornelius are grown men and made the decision to unalive him. We all have choices and nobody can make you do anything. That's true.
Yeah. Straight drop done. You know, if Orange Mound get up and there trying to play with him, he gonna get the same repercussions. You know, our Tennessee do not play. You know, when it comes to, all right, man, you did this, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? They don't play when it comes to that time. I just know that for a fact. It's not a loophole in that case. Straight Draw just need to take his little life plus 35 and just do it the best way he can. But thinking he gonna get a retry to come back, or anybody can get it appealed, but come on, man. I mean, they showed the world that they had so much evidence on you, but you even had the same shoes on when you was taking your little daughter in that elevator. I mean, it's just so much they had on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just common
He
sense,
said
you know.
Big Juke was their Gino mama, but Gino mama ain't none of J Money and D Money's mother. That's not J Money and D Money's mama, Gino's mom.
But I did,
Oh,
I
he
now
said all of them was like his sons.
now
But you
I do
said stepsons.
now I do know for a fact they mama is Moneybag auntie. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't know. I don't know what big jug who he done slept around with. I can't tell you that. You know, I don't think too many, you know, unless it's just it have to be proof for me to just go with it. But I don't know who that man that messed around with. You know, but yeah. Yeah, I do know she Moneybag auntie though. Yep. And
Hmm.
that's why I said I just felt something like all even before it all went down. I like, man, something just don't feel right. They getting frustrated. I mean, it was just too much going on, and certain people were linking up, and they just had that evil eye, and I was just like, it just didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Then yeah, it's just crazy. But man, long live Dolph. I had listened to his Trick or Treat song yesterday. I was listening to that junk. I was on that Trick or Treat, and I was just looking at looking at him. I was like, man, Dolph was doing his thing, man. Dolph got all kinds of music, and he was just. It's almost like a LBG Duck situation. You know, Dolph already had the money. You know what I'm saying? It's just they didn't like what he was doing with. They ain't like what he was doing with the money. They ain't like how he was taking off with the music. Dolph was a good CEO. I will give him that. I feel like if he would have been here, paper route still would have been real strong. You know what I'm saying? They probably, but I feel Dolph did his thing. Dolph did his thing for real.
He did it. He definitely did his thing. Great Face says so. McName Ace, why would Moneybag allow Big Unc around Brick Gang if he took out D Money?
I mean, for the simple fact, I know Big Unc is from Walker Homes. And that's the thing, like by him being from Walker Homes, I just feel like they was already tied in some way. He was probably tied in with one of his affiliates. That probably was that probably was like an old time and before. I don't know, who knows? But they never from the streets never said Big Unc did anything. Even though he was doing stuff, they always just said he was just around when it went down. And coming from Memphis, niggas, they look at you guilty just being around. You know what I'm saying? You can take a picture with a nigga and they think you probably be a part of them. So that's just how that go. But I do know Big Unc is from Walker Homes, and that's why I think that bread gang ties came about anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, yep. That's one main reason he probably was. Oh, he cutting up. But yeah, I'm in the car right now. I had to hop on. I said, let me speak to Miss T. I heard your voice, but I haven't spoke to you. I was gonna get up here. I like getting up here when Sype up here, and sometimes
I
I'll
don't know
rock out
what
by
happened to
myself.
Cypress. I don't know if he got knocked down or what. He was up here.
It was a little, it was, yeah, it was. I know it was just that time for Sype to dip out. Uh,
Okay.
but Miss T, that's how I feel. I feel like Brett got his justice, and it just that's life. It just happens. I ain't never talked to you, man. That is crazy because they not the feds. they trying to bring some trophies home. You know what I'm saying? The feds that like they want to win some too, cause they done picked up Lil Durk, and I don't know why he get himself involved in that. I just don't understand. You know how many people wish they was in them folks' shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, man, that what that judge told Young Thug. It's a lot of young people be looking at this stuff and wish they was in y'all shoes. Y'all gotta lead better, man. Y'all gotta lead a better example for people, man. You know, for these kids, cause they're the one that be listening to the music. You know, the young people, and it's just like I feel like they gotta lead better. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of jail, but it just that's the cycle. It's like that's the cycle of our culture, you know. And you know, everybody got their own consequences. These people ain't just messing with you unless you done something, you know, and that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't see how, man, they just be throwing their life away, man. You
That's
know,
true.
that's crazy, Miss T. Like all, and I understand like when people get money, just because you get money, you still from where you come from, but at the same time, you gotta leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure none of them NBA players, I believe they give back to their community, but I guarantee you, they ain't hanging around in that old little that posse pissy pot they came from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't. You know, that's just how it is. Some of them get that money and they still be in the streets, and that's just the outcome of it. And
Greyface says the narrative Big Unc took out the money is false. It was brought to the internet and it spread like wildfire.
yeah, I always believe that. I ain't never heard. I heard it, but I ain't never. It never was confirmed that he did it. It was just always confirmed that he was just around, and that's just what it always was. It wasn't like he did it. But yeah, man, they had heat about it. They had a lot of tension about it. That's how gang and hoods. That's how it go.
They're
Somebody get
saying that they think that Straight Drop wants a appeal so that he could tell on Govan.
who
That's what they're
uh,
saying in the
the
comments.
narrative. He wants to appeal so he can talk about. I mean, it was too late. I feel like whatever Straight Drop was gonna say or want to say, he should have said it then. You know what I'm saying? You can't be playing with these people with that paperwork and that pen and that time, and you nah, the judge gave you your time. It is what it is. I think Straight Drop just tried to go hard. He took the hard route. This is Straight Drop is a prime example of what they'll do to you if you be hard. You ain't cooperating. You didn't help us. You didn't talk to us. You say you ain't gonna bite the cheese. You in jail making rap songs, still making rap songs, thinking it's a game. Yeah, they don't want to talk to Straight Drop. If anything, they gonna want to probably hear Cornelius. They gonna probably want to hear Cornelius because he showed that he was more credible just by owning up to what they did. So they don't want to talk to Straight Drop. Straight Drop, whenever he get done fighting his cases, he on his way. So yeah, so man, yeah, Straight Drop done. Go
Yeah, he
Vandy.
done. He done for. She finished him off today. Now him trying to get an appeal, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see who's paying for those appeals because we know that he Luke had to be re-retained, and to file those motions and stuff costs money.
Yeah, yeah, it do cost money.
So he definitely got a machine behind him.
Who you talking about? Drop?
Yeah.
Uh, Yeah, I mean, you gotta always, think inside and outside the box, meaning like, okay, yeah, he probably do and he probably don't. But if he do, it's just like any other little sad song, you know what I'm saying? Whoever stays solid and whoever really didn't say nothing and, at the end of the road, it might be some money float your way. You don't know who it came from, where it came from, who gave it to you. I do believe like certain situations like this, like whoever kept it solid, somebody might drop something in your mailbox for you. You know what I'm saying? That just how it was supposed to go. That's how I known it to go. If somebody took care of a little dirty job and they kept it solid, but they don't know, man. I wouldn't mess with Straight Drop. I would shit, hell not, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying?
They can't afford not to mess with him.
Yeah, they gonna have to mess with. I don't know, like I don't know who gonna be working in this. I feel like Cornelius, if anybody, I feel like Cornelius gonna be he probably gonna be the one tell the most. You know, this is what this was. I just feel like they didn't put Govan in a bad situation just by, you know, he got a little more time if he go to trial next year. But if you don't take no plea, then bro, you gonna get the same type of consequence, you know, life. And I think they put him in a small situation, a bad situation. Yeah, they put. But do you think, Miss T? Do you think it's more like some he say she say in Govan and Jook situation? Do you think it's more of a he say she say type of thing?
When you say what you mean? He say she say.
Me, mean like hold on real quick. Hold on.
Lauren says he definitely got a machine because where else all the money coming from? Edward says Newski was in all big videos before Monkey. Snoozy says Govan did leave drop dry at his trial. Dallas says Govan gonna eat the cheese. I don't know. He has to go to court at the end of the month, and he has to let them know if he's going to go to trial or take a plea. So this going to be interesting. And his name came all up in Straight Drops hearing today. He said he clicked off by mistake, but you still up here. Okay. You was still up here, McName Ace. Anyways, y'all, I got to get out of here. I enjoyed being on here with you all today, but I got to run. Y'all know I always have to run. They said today is fish day. Now I told y'all on Fridays. Sometime, well, it ain't been in a while because they'll never mess me over again. I would go over to the Hollywood Fish Market, but what they do is Cypress put me on game on what they do over there at the Hollywood Fish Market because I go over there and get me some big bone buffalo. I was sitting there all that time waiting for my fish, and they says that people that was coming in after me, because it be so congested in that market, the people that was coming in after me, they was giving them their fish before they gave them mine. Cypress says they be giving them money up on cutting them some money so that they can go ahead and put them in front of folks. So I won't be going back over there. But anyways, you guys, like I said, just to recap, we was talking about the judge in Young Dolph's case just finished out straight drop. He's cooked. She gave him 35 extra years and says that he will go up for parole when he is 70 years old. As we heard yesterday, his attorney is in the process of trying to get an appeal. So it'll be interesting to see if it's going to actually happen. And I'm sure it will, but it'll be interesting to see all of the events that happen that comes along with him filing for an appeal and all of that. I don't believe that Straight Drop wants to sit in jail all that time and come up for parole when he's 70 years old. Although I believe that if he comes up, if he lives that long, then they will. I believe that they will give him parole when he's 70 years old. I do believe that they will release him. Okay. All of us would have done died and went on somewhere. Okay. Everybody on here. Okay. You're talking about when he's 70 years old. That's only in like 44 years. So I mean, a lot of us will still be here. We be old hens, but some might still be here, child, living on grace. But anyways, you guys, I definitely enjoyed being on here with you all today. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If y'all want to support the channel, y'all can hit up the Cash App. It's $ Real Talk with Tamara, or you can do the super thanks. I love you guys much. I'll talk with you soon.